No, before you ask, I don't play basketball. It's just incredibly hot today, so I'm wearing a jersey, and I don't know. I like the aesthetic, so I thought I'd film it. As you know in my last video, Booking.com applied some pretty shady tactics when they were changing my flight. I knew that I would run into problems with traveling. I knew that it was inevitable. I knew that it would happen at some point, but I just didn't think that Booking.com would screw me over so much worse in less than 24 hours. So on this morning, I had spoken to like 4 different Booking.com staff, and I just felt like I needed to unwind. I needed to decompress, right? And I was in Olympia, so I thought, well, the best thing to do is probably just to go out sightseeing, right? So I'd gone to the Ancient Olympic Museum the day prior, but that ticket would actually get me into the birthplace of the Olympics, also known as the archaeological site in Olympia, and it would also be able to get me into the archaeological museum. Because I was leaving for Paris in less than 24 hours, I thought, okay, I want to save money, obviously. I wanted to cram as much as I could in. So I left the apartment with the intention to go to the archaeological site and the archaeological museum. And so, well, let's just see how that went. Man, a lot of the time when I'm walking around, there's like signs, you know, where you got to go. It's archaeological site is left, but I want to go down here. This looks way more interesting. Like, what the fuck is down there? Maybe I'll have a look a little bit later. Let's just get to the archaeological site first. You know, this is like where the athletes actually played, where they came and they performed, you know, 2,500 years ago. See, I want to go down there. I want to do that stuff. I want to walk where you're not meant to, you know, and possibly get eaten by a crocodile or some shit. I don't think they have crocodiles in Greece. Yeah, so how are you?
I'm fine. You?
Good, good.
Keep the tickets for the museum stuff, okay?
Thank you. Holy shit, this place looks fucking awesome. I'm confused though. Can I walk around it? There's no sign saying I can't. Who knows? The Greeks are very laid back, so I guess I'll just walk around and see what it's like. Surely that's not an ancient ruin. This is like an old building or something, right? Yeah, okay. I don't think that's one. There's like metal pieces. What the fuck is this? That's not ancient. That didn't have wind sheets and stuff. This place is actually massive. That's definitely not ancient. I'm hoping I can get close to just inside there. I think I can. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like I can go in there. Oh, okay. Hold on. Now, that bin is not ancient. That looks modern to me. That looks, you know, at least only 20, 30 years old. Like, that is not ancient to me. There's even a sticker on it. Come on, man. Maybe it is. Look, the ancient Greeks were very forward thinking, so maybe that was the first bin ever created. Yeah, so this is the courtyard. Or one of the buildings. So this was the gymnastics and the wrestling. Greeks love wrestling. I want buildings to look like this again. I want them to look like this. How old is this? 3rd century BC. Yeah, so about 2,400 years ago. These buildings look fucking awesome. Or like what they would have looked like. They look fucking awesome. And now we have these white houses with white walls and, you know, these box shapes. We've gone backwards. Look at this stuff. Look at the detail in the columns. You don't get that shit anymore. And you know what? You get a square house and people charge you fucking $2.5 million for it. Where's the creativity? Look at this fucking stuff. Just make it square it off on the edges and charge them $3 million. You know, fuck me. Like, how does that stand 2,000 years? You look at houses now, like, you might find a bathroom that looks like that. This stuff is all foundation. So this is, you know, the bottom of the buildings. Whereas this one here, the one with the tiling is the top of it where you could actually walk on. But there would have been, you know, a far bigger building here that would have at least touched some of the trees around it. And you got to remember that they didn't have excavators to dig up all the bottom of it all. They had to do it by hand. They had to do it, you know, with the tools that they had. I mean, this one's still standing as well. Sure, it doesn't have a roof, but at least the weather's good enough here to not have to warrant one. But I think all in all, you have to sort of, when you're walking around here, you got to suspend your belief a little bit and just imagine what the structure would have actually looked like if it was still standing. And if you were walking around here, you know, when the buildings were still up, it would have been insane. These columns are beautiful. Like, they still are retaining some of their detail. If you've ever seen one of those demonstrations where it's water and it's dripping, and they have 10 years of erosion and 100 years of erosion where it just is constantly dripping. So they're showing how much water, just water dripping, can destroy a fucking stone. It's just crazy to me. I mean, okay, that's not ancient. Come on. I'm walking around thinking everything's broken, like it looks like everything's destroyed, and then I come and see this. No, not that. That's definitely not ancient. That, I don't know if that is really represented well on video, but that's massive. Oh fuck, you can't go up there. They closed it. I want to go up there. That might be just for toured or something, like if they do tours around. You know, it's so surprising. Today is meant to be literally the busiest day of the year for Olympia, and there's no staff here. I reckon I could go up there and just walk around and literally no one would know. I made a big mistake and I didn't bring a bottle of water, and I'm fucking regretting it now. Okay, now this is unfair. It's all closed off, at least by this, little bit of a rope. But of course, got to be respectful of where you go. We're not going to pull a Logan Paul and just start fucking throwing fish on people and stuff, or showing dead people's bodies. But fuck, I really want to go up there. Holy shit. So they reckon there was a statue of Zeus that was here, and it looks a bit like the Parthenon. If someone recreated all of this, I mean, like, to perfection, right? And of course they could. There's people who spend money on dumb shit. Why hasn't a country who has hosted the Olympic Games built an exact replica of this? Even if it was made out of like cheap stone, it doesn't really matter. Just make something that people could walk around and see. I mean, I reckon that would get an insane amount of people going. And then what would happen is they would then come here and have a look and see the differences, see what was lost with time. I made a massive mistake and I did not bring water. I'm fucking dying. I don't see any stalls around. People think, the pyramids are very impressive, and they are. But I mean, like, people think they were built by aliens. They must have been built by aliens because they're so large and so impressive. And I think we're impressed by big things. Trust me, I'd know. But the intricacy put into a lot of these buildings, a lot of this work is something that they were doing an unthinkable amount of time ago. I mean, 2,000 years, I don't think we can comprehend how long ago that was. Even just like tops of these pillars, someone had to move them 2,500 years ago. They would have had to have some sort of tools to be able to do that. I mean, to make them in the first place. That's taller than me, and I'm a pretty tall guy. My Tinder profile says I'm at least 6'2". I've walked around for a long time and I'm nearly fucking dead. Okay, hold on. That is not ancient. They didn't have electricity back then. Maybe they did, maybe, was it Sir Isaac Newton? Maybe he created electricity, and what the fuck, man, I'm delirious. I'm fucking so dehydrated at the moment. I don't have fucking water, and I'm like at the opposite end. Oh my God, there's even more. You know me, I mean, I've got to have a look. Got to go down paths that I shouldn't go down. Like when I was in Japan and I took Marco down some strange little pathway and we got lost for a little while. Marco, where are we?
Oh, we're lost. We were at the orange gates with all the steps. And Chris is like, oh, this is a shortcut. Follow me. A path where there's no tourists,
I've got to have a look at what's down here. There's like a big oval or something of some sort up there. I want to fucking go there, man. But of course, it's roped off and this is way too big for me to stand over. There's something cool up there. I just know it. I just fucking know it, and I can't go there unless I go around. Before I do that, I'm going to sit down for a little bit. Oh, oh my God. Let's read. Okay. No, I'm sitting. Fuck me. I'm going to piss myself off when I'm editing. All right, 6:48. Got an hour and 10 minutes to get to the museum and have a look in there. Otherwise, I have to pay another €12. I'm exhausted. Why the fuck didn't I bring water? Why do I think... Why do I do this? There's still so much to see. Okay, let's get up. You know what? someone like Andrew Tate would say about these ropes. He'd be like, people don't jump over ropes because they're cornered off. They're a bunch of sheep. They need to break out of the matrix. They're intimidated by a piece of rope. Well, fuck that. Whenever I fuck a bitch in Ancient Olympia, I jump over the rope and I go and walk around and touch everything. Because I'm a big fucking man. I'm a real... Oh, you can get up there. Oh man, I hope there's some water. Okay, I was right. It is cool. Looks like a big running track. I'd say that I'd go for a jog, but I think I'm legitimately going to die here. So I can't do that. For me, this is actually the most impressive part of all of this. Now, not because the track is an impressive feat of craftsmanship or anything like that, but just because sitting up here and being surrounded by these mountains and having all of this nature surrounding, it's just fucking beautiful, man. And I know that like the video is just not going to do it justice. It will never do it justice. Oh, they're going to race. He gave up. Good race though. Good race. Thank you. Oh, there's more racing going on. I think this girl is following me, by the way. The guy in the orange one though. He's still going. They're still going. Surely not. They're going to come down here? Okay. It's an older guy. Fuck, he's doing pretty well. He's versing like 2 young girls. Good work. Amazing. I'm dying, however. This is my favorite part of the trip so far. Yeah.
The guy with the wheelchair. He's the only champion.
Oh, he's got a broken leg.
Yeah, he... Ah!
Oh,
He's also a crook, so
yeah.
he's a little bit crazy.
Yeah, I can tell.
He's a lecturer of philosophy, so he is.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's quite young and handsome. Too handsome.
Yeah, it's
for
very.
philosophy.
We have the same hair.
Yeah, exactly. Always being crazy.
你係咪真係冇嘢㗎？哇！真係冇嘢，係咪㗎？有冇嚟有冇事？來回先，你係完㗎。
Yeah, let's keep up. I just finished at the archaeological site. The girl that I thought was following me, and we started talking. She's a nice girl from Hong Kong. She lives in the UK now, and we talked for a little while, which was good because it cooled down, and I was able to walk around after that for about 15 minutes, and then it closed. So I can understand why people always say, come here in the morning, because during the afternoon it's very hot. So I'm going to make that suggestion as well. Come in the morning. Unfortunately, I couldn't come in the morning because I was talking to fucking booking.com. Oh, that would have been good. That would have been great to get some water 3 hours ago. I am fucking exhausted. So I'm keen to have some dinner, have about 3 liters of water so I can rehydrate myself again. And then it's also Alex and Con's birthday tonight. So I think we're gonna hopefully go for a drink after they finish work. They normally finish about 2 a.m. it seems. Hopefully tonight is a little bit less than that so they can actually go out. They work from like 7 a.m. till fucking 2 a.m. It's insane. I can't believe it. They work so hard. They do get 3 months of the year where they don't work. They close up the shop, but it just seems like a little bit too much. And I don't think I'm actually meant to be here. But, you know, there's a path and I'm going to keep walking down it. Speaking of dinner before, the Greeks eat dinner around 10 p.m. Which is crazy to me. You know, I went to the shop yesterday and it was about 7:30 and I was like, wow, it's really quiet. But they apparently eat dinner far later. So for us in Australia, we tend to eat dinner around 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock, whereas the Greeks will eat dinner around 9 to 11 o'clock. There is someone else walking on the path. Hello. Yes. They're not meant to be here either. That makes me feel not as bad. They look so guilty. That's awesome. Unfortunately, I didn't go to the other museum, which would have been really good. So that's just going to be, you know, paying for a third ticket. The tickets get you entrance into all three, and I've done 2 of the places over 2 days, so I've paid for a ticket twice. Just before I was leaving, I was looking for my sunglasses, and I realized I didn't have them. I left them on the hill, so I had to run back to the hill and fucking grab them. So, oh man, it's been a long day. Oh man. I'm not tired. You are. Oh my god. Fuck me. Oh fuck. Look at this. Oh shit. Fucking hell. Oh, fuck me. That's why kids these days don't wear no-show socks. You get fucking blisters, man. Oh my god. What the fuck? Why is one foot fine and the other one? Oh, dude. I gotta shower and take the clothes out of the washing. I'm on holiday. That's all part of travel, baby. Alright. Same time. Happy birthday.
Thank you, man.
Unfortunately, Alex is working on the busiest day of the year. He was born on the busiest day of the year. Chris.
Hey, Chris.
Hey.
Cool.
Let's work on the other side. Who goes next?
Κύριε Τόλι.
Oh.
Cheese.
Hey.
Hey.
Okay, Chris, come on. To help us.
You want me to help you?
No.
I'm gonna help clean up so we can
Okay.
get everyone out of here quicker.
Cheryl.
Yeah, moto.
Yeah, Chris, will you video scoping me now? Go back. Stop it and go back so you can see it.
Yeah, moto.
I'm trying to grab it.
Alright, τι φάγατε?
Sandwich
Sandwich, yeah?
with potatoes,
Yeah.
fillet chicken,
Mm-hmm.
bacon.
Και εσύ?
The same, but instead of bacon, I have tomato, lettuce, and 1 egg.
She's eating more than you.
Yeah.
Δεν είναι η γιορτή μου, δεν μπορώ να μην
Like complaining about the music or something.
Yeah, for the music. Did you get the police coming?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, they called up. The police called up my dad and said, you know, we got a complaint from the house that you're playing too loud of the music.
There was no music for a while.
I know, and that we're making noises. That's what they do usually. You know, a lot of people they get pissed off and they're like,
I'm sure they don't have any work to fucking do. Yeah.
that's what happens. You know how it goes. That's great. Yeah, sometimes.
Το μπουρμπούλι. Όχι, όχι. Της Δήμητρα.
Oh, it's staying on us. Look at it.
What's so cute? That's what.
Πω, φίλε, πολύ καλό. Μπράβο, μπράβο.
Α, τώρα είναι live.
Face track enabled, τι είναι αυτό? Καλή,
Yeah, if you,
φωτογράφο.
yeah, that's it. Yeah.
So, Chris, we have a lunch,
Dinner.
a dinner with our family, with these guys. And Alex was here. And I met Alex του Χαρά.
Ναι, αλλά πες τι είπε αυτός πρώτα, γιατί εμένα λέει.
Alex asked about Hara and her age, and there we were.
We're all together.
And after come Alex. And after, να τα πω όλα.
And after I do kamaki.
Να σου πω.
Because
What's
now
kamaki?
I do kamaki.
What's that?
Greek kamaki.
No.
I sent.
On Instagram.
On Instagram.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, see.
When it's easy, that's when the age is okay,
hate
right?
my Christopher.
And etc.
Why not?
She was coming, I was running away. I had too many open doors.
He said he loves you.
Oh, the door he's scared. Όχι.
The door is scared.
Στάστο, my friend, είναι πολύ αργά τώρα για να λέμε τέτοια.
His door for his heart. His door. I said.
Whose door?
No, I said I had too many doors open.
Yeah.
And she said, his door, his heart, his door for his heart.
Yeah.
Not so much. Δεν μπορεί κανείς.
Still not understand.
Anybody.
So, I said I had too many doors open. And you understand what I meant?
Yeah.
He was available.
Who?
Εσύ.
No.
What?
I was available.
Sex.
No.
What?
That's what she wanted
I
to
opened
mean.
the door of his heart.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Εσύ όμως τι εννοούσε με το door?
And he closed the door on everyone else.
Of course.
And so the night ended. We didn't end up going out, which was fine because I still needed to get up relatively early in the morning. So I woke up in the morning, I said goodbye to everyone with the intention that I was going to see them. Oh my God, there's a fucking fly epidemic going on at the moment in Australia. They are everywhere. They are the most useless little fucking insects. Okay, anyway. And Khara and I drove to the bus terminal so I could take the bus to the airport.
I don't know.
Well, what just happened? What did we just do?
We go at the Ktei in Greece. We say Ktei when bus
terminal, yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
And you don't have. We didn't have tickets,
Yeah.
and I think you have already.
Yeah.
Now there isn't a bus with ticket free,
Yeah.
and you must go in Athens with a taxi, okay, and pay a lot of money, I think.
And whose fault is that?
The big fault is Alex.
Yeah.
The problem is Alex, not you. And now, when we go in Alex,
Yeah.
you do Alex this.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. You know, resilient, become resilient.
Resili.
Resilient means other people laughing with me, with my English.
That's good. Your English is good.
You are kind.
So I drove to Birthplace, which was about a 20-minute drive, and Kara was meant to drive back and take the car back to Olympia, but we didn't get a ticket. And mind you, it's the busiest day. Yesterday was the busiest day of the year for this region, and they have festivals, so a lot of people are here, and you know, a lot of people are from Athens, so they got to go back to Athens, and of course there's no fucking tickets to get back to Athens. We got to wait for like 3 buses away, but I can't take that bus because I got to leave at 6:50 and it takes 4.5 hours. So the bus that they had was 4 o'clock. Was it 4 o'clock in the morning or 4 p.m. they mean?
Yeah, 4 o'clock in the
Afternoon.
not morning, afternoon.
Yeah, okay. So now, like Kara said, I got to go and pay for a taxi. So,
Shit.
you slap Alex when we see him. Can you do that?
Yeah, I took this.
Yeah, okay. Can you do it?
What the fuck? Now listen up. Okay, he said that he's gonna make 300 euros.
Yeah.
So he can take you up to Athens.
I'll see you.
All the best.
I'll see you soon.
See you.
Hopefully not in the next 20 minutes, but... I thought I was taking the Mercedes. Oh, wrong side, fuck. Why is this closed? Oh, you just go through it.
Here is this.
So you know all the secrets, so you can get places faster. It's good.
I live here.
Yeah,
I drive every day.
yeah. You know what you can get away with.
Now we are on the road again.
The official road.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
So,
So we're just driving through the mountain now, right?
yes.
Yeah. Rather than,
You
like
see-
you said, through the coastline instead of the coastline.
It's a beautiful route, believe me.
Yeah, it's
I
nice.
prefer this route always. Okay, if I have old men, I drive from the main street, from the coast.
Yeah.
Because of the turns, older people don't want that. It's less kilometers. If you drive from the other route, it's over 300 kilometers until the airport, 350. From here, it's 280,
Ah. So you
70 kilometers less.
This is nice though.
It's very nice. Arcadia, the part of in the middle of Peloponnesus. We cross Arcadia now. It's very beautiful everywhere. If you see the map, the Greek map, this is the southern part of the mainland. The name is Peloponnesus. Looks like an island. Connection, it's a narrow bridge close to the Athens. It's a canal.
Corinth?
Corinth, okay,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Peloponnesus, it's very beautiful place, but this is the problem in the mountains. We go now, it's empty.
Yeah.
Villages are empty. It was very hard to live there. No hospitals, no way
Yeah.
to go very quickly to the hospital. The most
Yeah.
important.
Yeah.
Because of that, young people don't live in these villages.
Yeah.
Everybody go to the Athens to live. What is the right word? Garbage or trash?
Yeah. Garbage.
It's garbage.
Yeah. It's too big. Wow. So a lot of tourists come here?
These people from Athens visit the place. The village for winter.
So nice here. Wow. We're stopping here briefly to get some spring water. Explain the myth again.
It was Zeus' son, I think, in Greek mythology.
Oh yeah.
But was not a normal people. You can see the
Yeah.
statue. It's here around in this mountain. And here, right, for the water, it's very good to make many kids.
So the myth is that if you drink the water from here, you'll have a lot of boys. You'll birth a lot of boys. So we'll see in a couple of years if drinking this water, if I have a couple sons, we'll go from there. But when someone else drives, oh my god, I can't.
I feel the same.
Yeah. When I'm back home, I'm always driving. I never let anyone else drive.
My house is this one, not the first, the second, up there.
Oh yeah.
This is my second cousin.
Oh yeah.
Here is the olive mill.
On the way here, I was thinking, I'm fucking hungry. But I don't want like good food. I've had good food all week. I want something shit. What is the shittest food that I can get? And I thought, Hungry Jack's, right? So Hungry Jack's is Burger King in Australia. And luckily, of course, they have one at the airport. So I've come here, waited 30 minutes in line. Looks very, very disorganized here. People running around. There's food all over. There's already like pre-made food on the shelves like they used to do at McDonald's. And there's a bunch of drinks just sitting on the counter. And I thought, all the food's all fucking ready. Why is everyone waiting? Like, what are they waiting for? What could possibly be happening? And then I started to notice that people, once they got to the counter, they'd been waiting for 30 minutes to get to the counter. And then they're like asking questions and shit. What are you doing with the time that you've been standing there? Figure out what you want to get and then fucking get it once you get to the counter. And the reason that I know that this has been happening is because once I got to the counter, I'm like, Kalumi Whopper, Chicken Royale, chips in a meal, whatever. And she's like, you've been thinking, you've had time to think. I'm like, yeah, obviously. What the fuck is everyone else doing? It was a long drive, a lot of curves. I felt sick throughout the whole drive, but I'm glad to get some sugar. I got some Pepsi, not Pepsi Max. Pepsi Max is the better version, but I got Pepsi because I need sugar because I feel like I'm about to fucking faint. Athens Airport is a brothel. There are people everywhere, people sitting on the floor. Even just getting into the airport was just like, there's cars everywhere. It's just chaos. There's no structure to any of this. So the good thing is they've put Paros, and Paris all within 5 minutes of each other. So you can't even tell which fucking flight you're on. The other thing that I realized on the way here is that I took a taxi. It was a lot quicker for me to get here. Now, I got here about 40 minutes before my original time of my original flight, and I realized I just paid 500 Australian dollars to get a taxi and paid, $80 to change my flight and had all of that bullshit with Booking.com when I could have done the exact same thing and still paid for the taxi to get here, and I would have been in the same position, but I would have gotten to Paris earlier. So on that thought, I'm gonna eat and see you on the other side. I made it to Paris, but not without another Booking.com controversy. I booked a Comfort Flex ticket, which means that I can change my flight. I just have to pay a fee if it's a different day, and if it's on the same day, I don't have to pay a fee, which sounds great, right? But then you're probably thinking, yeah, but you already paid $21 to change the flight on the same day, and then you already paid $58 to change the flight on the same day. Yeah, that's not the bad part. I get to the airport and I check in on my phone, and so I go to the baggage counter and go to scan my ticket. The girl scans my ticket, very lovely girl. She goes, oh, there's no baggage on your ticket. You have a light ticket. And she sees me change and she goes, don't worry. Go to the service counter, we'll fix it all up. So I go to the service counter. I give her my original booking. She scans it and she goes, yes, you had a Comfort Flex ticket. Now you have a light ticket. So you have to pay €60 to get baggage on board. I go, well, that doesn't make sense. I had a Comfort Flex ticket. Why is it a light ticket now? And she says, well, your travel agent, Booking.com, changed it and downgraded you to a light ticket. And I go, no, wait. You don't understand. I bought a Comfort Flex ticket. So when I change something, I stay on the Comfort Flex ticket. Like, that's the point of it. That's the feature of it. She goes, well, it's changed now, so you're gonna have to pay the €60. I paid for a Comfort Flex ticket. That's what I paid $150 extra for. I have the freedom and the comfort and the flexibility of changing my flight without losing the baggage. And then she repeats herself. I go, what did I pay for? What did I pay for? What exactly did I pay for when I bought the Comfort Flex ticket? Because I already paid the fee to change the flight, which I shouldn't have paid. And now I'm paying for baggage that I've already paid for. So what's the point of the Comfort Flex? And she goes, well, your travel agent made a mistake and they downgraded you. So you're gonna have to pay €60. And I said, when you go and get a cheeseburger, maybe you ask them to take out the pickles. They don't then hand you a hamburger with no pickles and then say, hey, if you want cheese, you're gonna have to pay for it. I already paid for the cheese in the cheeseburger. That's why I bought a cheeseburger, because I wanted the cheese in it. I just don't want pickles in it. The cheese should still be in the cheeseburger when I remove the pickles. It's in the name. It's a cheeseburger. Okay, I didn't actually say that analogy, but I thought, fuck, that's such a good analogy. Why didn't I think of that at the time? But the point I was trying to say to her is that I bought a Comfort Flex ticket. I paid for the convenience of changing the flight and keeping my baggage. I paid more for the baggage as well. And that's the thing, these airlines and these booking websites, they have your balls in their hands and they're gripping it tight. And then when they say to you, if you want us to let go of your balls, you have to pay a fee. Or we can rip your balls off and then you can go and find a new set of balls. And then when you have a new set of balls, we'll put them back in our grip. So of course, what did I do? I paid the fee for them to let go of my balls. Now I thought I had already paid the fee 2 separate occasions for them to let go of my balls, which was the $21 and then again the $58 and then now $100. They did finally let go of my balls at that point. But what else are you going to do when you're on the opposite side of the earth trying to take your clothes and your toiletries around, and they fucking can do anything? They can do anything. They could say, hey, you need to pay $1,000 to get to the next destination. Because you know what? You paid for the accommodation at the next destination. You paid for the flights to get out of the next destination. Maybe you paid for a rental car. Maybe you paid for a couple things in advance. So what are you going to do? You're going to pay the $1,000, aren't you? Because you can't argue your way out of it. They have your balls in their fucking hands. I went back to the counter, went back to the same girl, lovely girl, and I put my baggage on the counter. 24 kilos. I had a 23 kilo allowance, but she was very nice. And she said, don't worry. And she took me to the other counter. We strapped up my bag, sent it off. Agent, great. Love them. They've been awesome. And I've got 2 other flights with them and I booked with the agent. So I assume I'm not going to run into any controversy with them. But booking.com, fuck you. You're a bunch of fucking You can suck. Fuck you.